Good morning, dear children. We are going to start with our class 6 syllabus. We are going to start with our literature first of all, and the first chapter is Down the Rabbit Hole. This chapter is written by Lewis Carroll, who was an English writer and also a photographer. In this story, we are going to understand about and learn about a girl who is hardly 7-8 years old. And in this, we will also see how in the curiosity she follows the rabbit and then she experiences magical things. I am going to read the chapter for you and explanation will be given after the reading. So here we will start our story. There was nothing so very remarkable about the white rabbit, saying, oh dear, I shall be too late," and hurrying on. But when Alice, who was sitting beneath a tree with her sister and feeling bored, saw the rabbit take a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and look at it, it flashed across her mind that she had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take out of it. Burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it and was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. So here it explains, Alice was sitting under a tree with her sister and was getting bored. Suddenly she saw a rabbit wearing a waistcoat, and rabbit took out what from its pocket, and then it behaved as if it is getting late to go somewhere. In curiosity, Alice also followed it and went down the hole. In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. She fell slowly through what seemed like a bottomless tunnel, but finally landed on a heap of sticks and dry leaves. Alice was not a bit hurt, and she jumped up onto her feet. In a moment, she looked up, but it was all dark overhead. Before her was another long passage, and the white rabbit was still in sight. Hurrying down it, there was not a moment to be lost. Away went Alice like the wind, and was just in time to hear it say, as it turned a corner, "Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it is getting." She was close behind it when she turned the corner, but the rabbit was no longer to be seen. She found herself in a long, low hall, which was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. After following for a long, she found herself to be in one low hall, and the hall had lamps all around, and the lamps were hanging from the roof, and the saddest part is that she lost the rabbit. There were doors all around her, but they were all locked. After trying all the doors, Alice walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever to get out again. Suddenly, she came upon a little three-legged table made of solid glass. There was nothing on it but a tiny golden key, and Alice's first idea was that this might belong to one of the doors of the hall. But alas, either the locks were too large or the key was too small. But at any rate, it would not open any of them. However, on the second time round, she came upon a low curtain she had not noticed before, and behind it was a little door about 15 inches high. She tried the little golden key in the lock, and to her great delight, it fitted. Alice opened the door and found that it led into a small passage not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked along the passage into the loveliest garden ever. How she longed to get out of the dark hall and wander about among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains. But she could not even get her head through the doorway. And even if my head would go through, thought poor Alice, it would be of very little use without my shoulders. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could if I only knew how to begin. So many out of the way things had happened lately that Alice had begun to think that that very few things indeed were really impossible. After reaching the hall, she found many doors in it, but unfortunately all the doors were locked. She tried opening them, but couldn't. Then she noticed a little three-legged table with a key on it. And then she thought it would be for one of the doors. But she realized that the key was too small and the locks were too big. While trying the key, she found one curtain, and behind it she found a small door. And somehow she managed to open the door. As soon as she opened the door, she found that the door led to a beautiful garden, and it has a small passage also. But the size of the passage was too small. It was almost the size of a rat hole. Alice wished if she could reduce her size and be the size of that hole so that she could pass through it. Students, I hope you have understood the story till here. We will continue our story in our next video. Take care.